Okay, here comes another one from Aoshima. This is a Vertex Rx-7, third generation, the FD3S. The FD3S was sold between 92 and 2002, and Vertex is a body kit made by a company called Carmake T&E. They're a Japanese outfit, and they're established in 1996. And what we have is a new old stock because this tape has never been tampered with. So now is time to tamper with it. I don't know when this model first came out, but I'm gonna guess it might be 10 years ago or even longer. This plastic is even falling apart. It's cracked and deteriorated. So let's see, I gotta get off the base here. So the RX7 FD3S has a 1.32 rotor Wankel rotary engine in the front there, and they're rated between 250 to 280 horsepower depending on what year it was. It's twin turbocharged, so it must have been quite a interesting ride when that boost kicked in. I believe one turbo was for low boost and one was for high boost. But this body kit, as you see in the photo behind, it's not that expensive. I looked it up online. They're still sold today. The kit itself is only like $3,000, and that gets you a new front bumper and rear bumper, as well as these side skirts, and I'm guessing this wing as well. So doesn't seem too expensive. Okay, well, let's get into the model here. So you'll notice the graphics are pretty crazy looking. It's a very Japanese car with some very Japanese graphics. I can't read any of it, but I kind of like it. It's not your typical diecast, that's for sure. Okay, well, the mold itself, yeah, it seems to be pretty good. Actually, let me tilt it back up, and I'm gonna literally hold it next to the photograph, and you can kind of look at it. I think it looks pretty darn close. I mean, the wheels are a little different, but that front end, it looks pretty much like the body kit. The rear wing is pretty close. The wing struts aren't very close because they're skeletonized, but I'm not sure if Aoshima could have pulled that off with the plastic molding process. Okay, so back to the nitty-gritty of this casting here. So one thing is, these are like decals or something, because there's an air pocket behind there. I could easily pop through that, and so that's not good for long-term durability. That's gonna crack sooner or later, and it's gonna start looking horrible. So that's not good. Alright, so that's gonna be the case all around the car. These lights here are painted on, and there does seem to be like some sort of intercooler indication here for turbos, and these vents are blocked off and they're painted black. Okay, it's interesting. A lot of Aoshimas, they don't have wiper blades. There's no wiper blades there, and then the interiors are just black. They're molded details, but you can't see anything in there because it's just dark. This side, the graphic seems a little bit better, but I kind of feel like right there there's an air pocket behind it, so it's kind of scary. The wheels are nice. They just don't have disc brake systems behind it, but they're hollow, so that's good. That's better than the Grachan series where they're all blocked off. Okay, so the rear, yeah, you got the smoked tail lamp assembly, so it's just black, can't see anything, and these are also printed as well. I do like that the license plate here has some sort of printing in there. It's just a blocked off, no wait, I'm mistaken. There's a little bit of indication of a depth to that muffler tip. And then this does say what the car is in Aoshima. And it's screwed together if you want to go in and, paint the interior, bring a little life to it. It's kind of interesting that the base pan goes up here. It's not just flat all the way across. So I don't know why they chose to do that, but they did. Okay. So this rear wing, yeah, it looks pretty good. It's a very high rear wing. I mean, it clears the roof of the car. There's a little extra molding flash there. I guess Mr. Pick did his job. Okay, so yeah, all in all, it's not bad. The only thing better is the longevity of these graphics. Where they're air pockets, that's going to be a big problem. They're just going to crack one day, so that's too bad. I guess in the worst case scenario, if that does crack, I might be able to polish the whole graphic off and just end up with a yellow car. So that brings us to comparison time. Or, well, it's not really comparison because they're not the same cars. But I have two other yellow RX-7s in my collection. One of which is the Kyosho one. This is the Initial D, which is a Japanese cartoon series. And so this is the car from that cartoon or manga. And then the other one is the TLV. The yellow TLV is the first RX-7 I got. And it's not a bad model if you can get one with good paint. The only thing that's really lacking is there's no brake system here. For the amount of money that these cost, there should be brakes on this model. And you shouldn't have to put the mirrors on yourself. That was really hard to do. I still don't think they're actually even. But you only have one chance to get it right because there's no peg holes. If they had peg holes, it wouldn't be an issue. But yeah, for this one, yeah, brand new, out of the box. Look at this paint rash. It's just horrible for a car that's only 2 years old. So, but it does have painted mirrors, so that's good. So it's just a matter of paint with TLV. If you can get with good paint, they're great models. But for me, the problem is I only get good paint on like half of them. But here, you can kind of compare and see which model you like the most, and decide for yourself if you're in the market to get a RX-7, or maybe you're in the market to get all three because they are quite distinct from each other. They all have different rear wings, different front ends. Actually, they're just different all around, so it's interesting. Okay, well then, I guess I'm gonna head out. It's time to hit the road, Happy Toad. Bye.